My name is Vasim Pradhan, and I am the head sales for SymX.AI. And first of all, let me begin by thanking each and every one of you for taking your precious time and joining us at this webinar on a weekday. I'm sure you all must have come here with an intention to learn something new and how AI could help your day-to-day operations in mining. Each and every one of us present here today have some problem with regards to efficiency of a plant. It could be anything. For example, something related to your continuously increasing production cost or parts maintenance, or it could be controlling the carbon emissions or achieving your net zero target, which has been set by your company. So you all have a problem in place and it's been there for many years. But the thing is, it's not been solved yet. And there are major factors on why this problem still exists. And one of the main factor is dealing with multiple vendors. So what happens is, on an average, your mine site would have say 100, 200, or 300 moving equipments. It could be trucks, it could be dumpers, it could be wheel loaders, excavators, everything. And you need to identify what are the production losses that are happening because of these machines. But the problem that most of you face here is that you'll have to deal with the OEM first to take the data of that machine and then have a certain software. It could be anything, a Power BI or Tableau, to read that machine language into human language and then convert it for you to understand on what that data is. I think I'm keeping my language here very simple so that everyone understands what I'm trying to say. I'm not complicating anything. All right. To give you an example, let's consider an Apple Watch. So an Apple Watch, it shows you that a notification that your heart rate currently is 110. Now you have the data. What are you going to do with the data? Are you going to sit at home? You don't know. Oh, should you go to the hospital? You have no idea. Or should you be rushed to the ER? You have no clue on that. So basically, just having data is not enough because Apple Watch gave you the data, but you don't know what to do with the data. So what's the solution for it now? You need someone who can do end-to-end for you guys, who can make the machine language readable to you without you dealing with multiple vendors, including an OEM. And you know what? I know someone who does that. You know now where to reach out. So we are SymX.AI, and we are your partners in understanding how we can improve your plant's efficiency. My company, SymX.AI, is on a mission to reduce carbon footprint and increase your plant's efficiency by bringing in a vertically integrated IoT platform. All right. Just to give you a basic scenario, 8 million equipments are being used worldwide, and 6 billion tons of CO2 emission is being done every year. Just within India, we consume 3.5 billion liters of fuel, that's diesel, and that's only in the construction and mining industry. That's huge. If you see the context, even 10 to 15% wastage of this fuel could be enormous in terms of revenue. And you could have saved that much by just implementing a proper solution. Also, in very simpler terms, I'll say that our coal, our Indian coal, is almost 40% more expensive than the Indonesian coal. Why is that so? It should not happen that way. We are the second largest coal producer, but our cost of productions are high, our losses are high, and we don't know how to minimize the losses with the help of AI because we have still not completely adopted digitization. And the problem was you have to deal with multiple vendors. You are miners. At the end of the day, your job is to do mining. But unfortunately, you have been stuck with this problem wherein you have been tangled between OEMs to software developers to machine language readers and finding out what's best for your site. And that's the reason why this problem hasn't been solved for these many years. We are there in this industry for the last 16 years. And this is our first time into the Indian market area. We have started operations into India with an office in Gurgaon and Mumbai. Some of our major clienteles are Epiroc, Vale, Schneider Electric. You all know these names. These are big names. In fact, Goodyear tires. So we are their exclusive partners, and we help them collect data for their mining trucks all over the world. So that's what we do. And roughly just giving you a brief idea of what our offerings are. So on your screen, you can see 4 different products. That's X Machines. It's basically an asset management platform wherein all this data is collected from the entire fleet of yours and shown on your laptop screen in a very simpler language. Not just that, suppose if you have 100 machines, you don't have the time to go through all the 100 data at once. So it will highlight only those machines that need your attention. It could be 5 or 10 machines, and it will tell you that your machine number 1 is having some problem, please address. Not just some problem, it will give you exactly what the problem is. It could be that the truck driver is idling too much, or your machine number 2, it could have a problem wherein the tire is losing air pressure. Or machine number 3, it could be the driver is overbraking or overspeeding. And all these small factors, they contribute to everything that results at the end of the day is your production loss. And this simpler screen gives you a very good idea on which machines you need to address first. So no matter where in the world you're sitting, you can just let someone know at your site that please attend machine number 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. And these are the problems. You don't have to go through all the fleet. Once you rectify those problems, you bring the efficiency of your plant back on track. It's as simple as it sounds. So what we did here was we removed all the vendors between you and your problem. You don't have to deal with your OEM now for the machine. You don't have to deal with your software guy. And then again, have your internal IT team correlate with the software team to make sure that you get a solution. So we have removed everyone, and it's just end-to-end IoT solution that we'll be giving you. The other thing is X.Dot's parts. It's a predictive maintenance and a parts management system. Very simple as it sounds. What it does is it correlates with your ERP, your existing ERP. It takes all the data, the manual entry data you have been feeding. The AI does its job, and it may make sure that you have the right inventory in place. It gives you the predictive maintenance as well, that in these many months, you're going to need these many parts. Or you have been utilizing this part on this particular fleet much more than you should be. So basically, you are now in control of your complete plant operations. You're reducing the cost. And this is just done by simply integrating one system in your operations. On the third, the X.Dot Connect. So this is the device that actually fits into your machine. That's it. No more sensors, nothing. Because in a mining site, if you put small sensors, anything could go wrong. It's a lot of dust, and the mining trucks are moving on a very bad road. It could hit a rock. All the sensors might fail and everything. So to avoid that, it's just a simple device that plugs into your existing fleet, takes all the information, sends it to the cloud where the algorithm and the AI does its job. And on your screen, you get a very simplified version of what you're supposed to do. What are your actionable items that you need to address? Simple. The fourth one is X.Dot integration, with the help of which we can do even collision avoiding system. So this is multiple integration of all the above. So, I in the next slide, you could see, don't get scared by the flow diagram. It's very simple. It's just a small device that plugs into your machine, takes the data, sends it to the cloud, and on your laptop, you get what you need to do. It's as simple as it is. It is not at all complicated. The screen may look something like this. Again, it's completely customizable. You can choose what you want to see and only the things that you need to address. So what we are trying to do here is simplifying your job so that you focus on more on mining and less on all these other things. These things are already taken care by someone who's already working as your partner. This is the X.parts that I was talking about, wherein we take the maintenance logs from your ERP system. The AI does its job, and it helps you maintain the inventory, cost management, and parts management. X tires, as I said, now we are in partnership with Goodyear for this. On my screen, you can see it clearly shows you that the front right tire is red. It needs your attention. It could be anything. I mean, it will specify right there that the tire pressure is losing. So please send someone to check if there is a pressure loss. Or the rear left tire, the temperature is going up. It could even blast. The tire could blast. So what if the tire goes flat and the machine is loaded? It's a very bad scenario, and it could be a nightmare. But now with these systems in place, you are already in control of the machine even before the failure happens. It's proactive maintenance, basically. Proactively, you're doing what needs to be done before something goes wrong. So that's very simple. X.connect. So basically, all your fleet is connected. It has its own connectivity within itself. And you don't have to worry if there is a poor connectivity at your site. Everything is taken care of. So much so that even if the mines are underground, we can still make sure that all the data is connected through satellite. We have a tie-up with SpaceX. So you don't need to do anything. Now, what impact all these problems have on your day-to-day operations? As I said, roughly 15% of the fuel that we use on our site is wasted. And these are the multiple factors because of which the wastage happens. It could be idling, it could be overspeeding, or improper tire pressures, or overloading. In India, overloading is something that creates a lot of problems. And with these systems in place, there is someone in office who's already keeping check on your entire plant operation, not just from your office, anywhere in the world. So that's what we do in a very simple term. So we help you improve your plant's efficiency, at the same time reducing the global carbon footprint and greenhouse emissions. So you know whom to reach out now. Thank you. I'm open for
Thank you, sir.
questions if you have any. Yeah.
Sure, sir. We'll go for that. Thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise on this vital topic.